So that definitely my experience right now for that one that I am making it to that the one that might have to different that the night watch the latest night watch miracle is the that I don't think to get the women against that idea. That way I think into that serious problem that is not exciting but when at that point I'm going to bring like the movie with my watch to like to currently like idea and what making to be like the protection of idea that's why like is not excited for looking at by the number of idea both area as well as can be to be in a sadly incorporated and in good kind of state. Reflected scenario that I'm talking about that to be affected with what might be important for in terms of paper thing for like without me failure or like I'm talking for like the field like things that army to be showing up to bring down gender infection or that about me and at that point of view I'm to different for like area to that attempt to like help gender out to protect gender infection that way area definitely batting alongside gender against those army, but like I'm talking them to be far outnumbered, and that way both ideas cannot get into doing it in the future. And there will be at that point between like an building the United States when I'm only putting for like either fair route to make its return and basically I'm sort of saying possibly the round with kind of to be bringing down like the remaining things and economy. Like what is like and sales idea and generate like scenario that is sitting off so that suddenly night is there and the thing for like by the time snow is there, that snow that makes what vision I'm going to bring for that the three of that idea as well as Kendrick as well as that form of series makes what so so to next idea and the three of them by then should have from and have to create for the 25 and the three of them looking after each other by that's the not that I think okay. So like the name as a teacher in right now for like bad student student or like really the truth information about like the presence of say to that they reach to like this are and that point I'm going to bring that about data science that is together like forming that absolute master plan to integrate and control Tyrion today into making Tyrion take shifts in favoring what might be like as well as bad like uh, what might it be our current plan to like eventually get failures to like seize the throne. Like during the scenario, I can take at that, but like about the current career, not that even to be using it like for that spending up outsmarting them. Still like during the scenario that I'm the only thing. It's like the very one particular person right now that like Sharion might have not stepped out of the room at all this time becoming relaxing standing might have been that and that might have been okay unused and again like Sharion like used behavior might have been at the daily sleep which might have been what might have some stop like created like the suspicion to then like that might have been what might have happened that we might be during so like that we might have been during a person that sitting on those like plan rates might be controlled by a white walker or like the white walker leader that there might be a leader to that white walker chapter by the like the of to that important and maybe that leader white walker that might be controlling and trader. And that might be like the preparation that the white walker might be taking for that when them come for like the white walker for like a few white walker army that way to that take over and then the beyond like the ones that lead me to their own the millions just given that was good impression that that cluster maybe had some to like the white paper and to have that the white paper that they their like cluster set is quite be like that was it that was maybe happy going on for a while. Just the great while maybe like that's the game the meat might have been so that definitely have a good ambition right now is for that what's not to actually to be end up agreeing to that self how let's say the scenario that I'm going to definitely I'm preparing that strategy at that point, which I'm going to think coming out of would be more likely to have the black fire will go stay behind even after that the remaining of the night one would be leaving crash place. It's definitely better to do it. So definitely totally putting before leaving crash place that I'm going to bring fight before that leaving that I'm going to bring finally for black transfer eventually giving it and basically transfer eventually revealing to that how that the white was of pairing and transfer and his wife that now it's right. So to Mormon and while telling Mormon to that never reveal it to that anybody else or like transfer in the coming for like Mormon to be along the lines of sort of things that transfer trying that integrate moment. So then that way I'm trying for that moment, you know, that empathy from like the remaining of like the networking, like it's not that I'm going to putting in. definitely them continuing on their journey and like are going to like what might be are going to like plan to different like more like deciding like the that was going to like stay behind and hide for like practice. When I come to spring event wise like then I going to be leaving practice or like don't have to be if you are forgetting about like so that was focused like with not and continue on with their journey like with not so I'm preferring that way that both staying behind and basically during nighttime I'm preferring for actually just sneaking out of that cluster smoke and getting on top of that but I would both that's not that I'm preferring. I'm preferring that both might be extremely tough, but our works might be extremely tough and strong that I'm preferring that chili really select right on top of that that was both steps not kind of thing. So like that I'm preferring that could be following that the might was through the night was army at like this like relevant enough of like again and like the night was army is like significant now and yet and I'm preferring that that way like the night was army not finding out about that them being followed until eventually I'm preferring for them especially here in screen from a distance. The sun was literally it's now that I'm looking at. Definitely at that point I'm looking for like moment to be initially feeling up with the embracing that like snow and though different also maybe even telling them that like the punishment for them once like the microaggression is over. But like at that same time like not only is he also having one dimension what might be like the revelation of that clinical revelation of like transfer to that moment. It's like the good thing to like have today and some results. Uh to be around the line of the potential that moment and next thing is like hardest man up at that point so the feelings that we were with that way, I'm talking actually after the point that when I thought I mean getting surrounded. Right, so was letting this not kind of everything. And at that point, I'm talking that the army of that the night was being heavily outnumbered to the by like the army of that the white person to be in the situation that like not in that environment. So like at that point, I'm looking what my only feeling that like battling would be taking on the huge army of the price of Fuji and losing that in the year of the rest of Mormon feeling and Mormon that went straight away ordering like Philly to that give up from to like the white purpose like it's not terrible and believe strongly refusing that is like it's not terrible. So like at that point Mormon feeling and praise and like Mormon ordering one of like the night watch I mean members to that hopefully taken some like it's not terrible. So like at that point I'm looking for like Sam as well as debating and protecting Gillian, but some was like not that I'm looking and that for plan protecting it like the white dog was like basically losing their patience and getting embraced and basically that point I'm looking a whole balance between like the white dog and like the Nitro's army happening in which like I'm definitely looking for like Nitro's army getting to the lady field. And I'm noticing at that point for like very few like the Nitro's army surviving that battle and managing to like escape from that huge white water army and that is like in last that I'm noticing. So like among like the few survivors like I'm so different from to be Sam as well as Billy and Ratsan as well as as well as more and that's like surviving that battle like scenario that I'm looking for. So then at that point I'm just trying to be actually in the way as like Sam and Snow and blaming the for like the loss of like the British like my first army and everything is like still it's enough that is progressive. And I'm noticing for like that point for like to make and Sam to like fall in love and I'm noticing they also managing to like make it eventually make it all the way back to like the wall that they like it's now that I'm like and I'm like that it will go that's not that very good. But like I'm looking to after that like Prince coming and save you. I'm like looking for like police surviving with them, but like I'm probably like Sam managing to like save still save the kid from the war. That's like he needs some like not kind of thing. And that way I'm just bring that lyric to the future like I'm just bring that song. Growing up, Sam raising Gilly's son and songs from and this that's on growing up for example, like how that but it's the finale which is everything. So that definitely one particular reference right now that last kid that might have been there the lecture from Lysene might have been actually definitely my particular reference so that it might have been a dark product that might have been like the very platform and basically so that a dark product might have first met scared at like there's this special phrase. It might have been like accessible, might have been like certainly my opinion. Then Liam was praying there might have been a lot of interaction between them and like a dance brother might have been purely impressed with like Jaden's intelligence and what might have been maybe unique ways of like thinking and his belief that brother at that point might have seen potential in like Jaden's like brilliance to be to put it in when it comes to like coming up with like what sort of like that strategy might have been along the lines like a dance brother might have and that way like a dance brother right now to get them out of that the business place of that status. And that way I'm totally fine. At that point, Galish might have been relieved that like to get rid of that Jaden that might have been like it is the same way. Like I'm totally fine. By teaming up like Jaden, that brother might have made a lot of progress and might have won a lot of that team up like Jaden might have came up with like four exceptional bad strategy, direct Jaden might have been like it is that we might have been very much and through the strategies like that might have made a lot of progress and won a lot of battles might have been like the case we might have said the lab during this time on the different failures might have heard of the found out about all this and basically at that point like failures might have felt that felt strongly that like might have regretted letting go of like Caitlyn and might have felt that it was like an absolute mistake uh to like let go of Caitlyn and from that point on, like it might have started to feel maybe what might have been an extreme obsession towards lactating, towards like wanting Caitlyn back. Might have been like the case between my secondary and so that as well obsession towards like Caitlyn, actually remember the emotion it might have been based that might have like it manipulated, steadily manipulated like their into taking the step to like print out and like father as well as to prevent a task like from marrying Caitlyn and as like what might have been an attempt for like creative productive game that might have been an case which we might take their information right. Like that we're going to my procedure like they might be seeing a lot of case in like the girl who came to like they place from Winterfell might be like that with the case certainly my impression. But like yet even at even like the person like they might be desperate to like somehow get with that might be the tactic of the case that we met the ambition to that page might be what your point is strongly believes that like at first even directly that page gets changed enough and back then so for then until up then those like combined levels of like brilliance like they might actually be able to get this like current business to flourish even way further and reach way further levels of what the thing is like business uh might clear up the line state might be strongly believe that least might be so like the team might have been watching that and thinking also that they later on might have been aware of that was secret between that Brazil and Jane for a long time might have been attacked with the game that they might have been very so that I'm not saying like Tyrion might have not at all been surprised when that Tyrion might have found out about like Sands letter might be that might have been attacked with the game certainly might have been very so that at present that Tyrion might be consciously choosing to spend that time and even to the present lecture on might be consciously choosing to like not confront something about like the secret, the topic of like the secret might be like lecture of the case, the police might again. So like I'm not trying to carry on. Then carry on might have been like what might be like along the bug might have found out about like the secret between like the and dating. Like on the frame at that point, the carry on might have felt extremely sad and disturbed might have been what might have happened and lacked. The that might have been absolutely shocked and might have been benefit, might have lacked the involvement to that confront. So like that need might be the reaction right now. The main for that both geography and the love lecture reduction will have we are hoping to add some strong as like the leader of like the city one like not that and the so that I'm for that thing geography lack somebody carry on to lack the throne room so that whenever the current public things they break the experience system to get replace that so that's not that and so that interaction learning quickly learning is so like an after and basically things of at that point delivering like the punishment. So after on and selling the round that basically have the punishment like the round itself has to like go and bring back channel like not that of the way. So after from near to the end the point like the round at that point trying to assert this like song by exactly I think you're saying exactly like Tyrion like about that Joffrey in like Nevertheless like is not terrible like so like that act of like Tyrion also depicting probably ending up backfiring Tyrion and everything different by then for like clarification of like they have revealed about like faith perfect uh to last the three Joffrey that way may be well aware of shape might feel by now might feel like by then it's like now it's that about it. Like at that point I'm not like an enraged King Joffrey like I'm going to bring straight away falling like the dark and like the charge straight away after Tyrion and basically like Joffrey giving another order and basically like the dark bringing from as well as straight. And I'm going to at that point we in a captured like state right side like Tyrion said it's now then after so like that point like Joffrey villainous manner like giving the order to bring down both state and so on. And that way I'm going to bring in state and stronger but they to be like right beside like Tyrion and right in the Tyrion like them both brought down lecturing in our academy and lecturing person at the job to lecture on like in our academy and then change of things like we giving the next board we'll have to send carry on to like in that of lecturing with in our academy that way I'm going to bring like the city was getting an absolutely new leader of Black Geography so as well as Black Geography also taking the decision right away to have very the and of like taking the operate like technology that so like straight away on the kind of people telling repeatedly telling the operate that like very definitely not at all a good choice like it's not that a lot of things but like so the thinking the operate saying absolutely no here at all will accept these words and that they are going to very reflected and affecting your exactly the tsunami that affected so like at that point I'm talking maybe if they assigning the girl from Winterfell for first to like take job and single handed there and fail to that in that business at that point was like being good now that affected of everything.